Okay, here we are sitting with Dave Madison overlooking Flathead Lake. Today is Christmas at the lake lot.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Dave. Can you tell me a little bit about this last year? Any highlights? And then something you got going on? And then we'll talk about your children in birth order.
Yes.
And your wife, of course.
Yes.
And your wife.
Well, I've spent the last 2 school years being a school counselor at Mullen Schools in Mullen, Idaho, which is just, Mullen is 4 miles inside the Idaho border, you know, from Montana. And so it's only a 2-hour drive from here.
Oh.
And so the last 2 years, Amy and I would meet on quite a few weekends here at the lake.
Oh, wow.
And then, but it was a 3.5-hour drive for her through the mountains, you know.
Right, yeah.
So anyway, last summer we bought a condominium in Helena, and we thought, you know, we'd start meeting in Helena, and we did meet in Helena quite a bit. And Robin, she's renting from us in Helena, so that's good. But yeah. So the highlight of my year, though, was Malin. She was in 1st grade and in Helena, and she got 2 tickets to My Fair Lady.
Oh!
Yes, on Saturday evening, and she wanted me to go to the My Fair Lady presentation with her. So.
Oh, that's good. So that was in Helena at their theater.
Yeah. So
Neat.
Malin and I, we kind of dressed up a little bit to go to the theater.
Right,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, so that was the highlight of my year.
Oh, that's fabulous.
But yeah, so that was...
she probably loved it and got autographs afterwards. And yeah. Oh,
yes.
That is so special.
Yeah.
And you know, of course, your sister Carol starred in that.
Yes, and I was there.
Were you there
too? No, that was in Albert Lea in 1970 in like November or something.
Yeah. Wow.
And I was going to. It was my senior year at Concordia.
Oh, and you came down for the show?
Yeah.
It's really just down the road then.
Yeah. And Susie and Jim were there.
Oh, okay.
And we all stayed with John and Carol, and you kids.
Little ones. We were quite little at that time.
I don't know. Was Lisa even born yet?
No.
And Colin?
That was just Peter and Paul. Before we moved to Scotland. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go to your wife. And what is your wife busy with? And what is new for her? Anything?
Yeah. So Amy's still working at State Farm in Shelby, but now she spends 2 days a week in Cutbank.
Oh,
and,
so she's on the road a bit more.
She loves her job, and anyway, she's continuing with that.
Great. And will you be back in Mullen this year?
No, I resigned in Mullen, and so now I'm in between, as the movie stars say.
Oh,
I'm in between assignments.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm looking for some school counseling or some counseling job.
Something's going to come up.
Yeah, in close to Shelby.
Let's hope it's not eastern Montana.
No, well, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to move away from Shelby again, or away from Amy.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right. What a life you've led.
Yes.
So now let's talk about your children.
Well,
and birth order.
So Anna is now a mother-in-law. Her oldest Maggie just got married to Robbie Miller, and so now Maggie's name is Maggie Miller, and she's been transferred in with her company, Farm Credit Services, to Billings. So she and Robbie are setting up a home in Billings, and she's 23 or 24, I guess. I got to be the officiant at their wedding.
What a moment
for you.
So
that was special. And then Haley is going to get married in December 30th, and she's marrying a good guy from Shelby, grew up in Shelby, and his dad and Haley's dad grew up together, and they're best friends. His name's Wyatt Friedland, but Haley's fiance is Jake Friedland. And he's going to graduate with a master's in mechanical engineering in the spring, at the same time, Haley graduates with a degree in elementary education. So
Wow,
they'll be
perfect
job
timing.
hunting, and that'll be good. So when you talk about Anna, you're talking about her kids,
Right. Yes.
You know,
But she and Joe are still on the
yes,
farm,
they're
working
on the farm,
daily.
and like as we
Right.
speak, she's combining the wheat, and Joe is manning the elevator, and Bradley, he's finished 2 years of college at MSU, and he's running the hopper car, and so he drives that around in a tractor, and he unloads the wheat from the combine that Anna is driving, and then he takes it to a semi where he unloads it, and then Joe takes the semis to the elevator, and that's how they harvest their wheat. And they'll be doing that for probably the next 3 weeks.
Wow.
Harvesting
every day,
wheat.
14
Every day.
hours a day.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a life.
Yeah,
What a life.
Yeah. When they're done harvesting the wheat, then they, get ready to plant the wheat for the next year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's always something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's.
And so the last one, then, after Bradley's finished 2 years at MSU, he's doing great. And then the last one is Lucas, and he's going to be a sophomore. And
in high school.
Yes, in high school. And he does a lot of things. Plays basketball, runs cross country, plays on the golf team. But he's also involved in music. He plays trombone in the band.
Yeah.
And then he plays the piano. And he and one other person won superior ratings at the District Music Festival. So
nice.
he and one other person from Shelby got to go to state
in music.
And he got it in playing his piano, and he got a superior rating on his piano solo at state. So that was a big deal for him.
That's pretty exciting. Great for Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Robin is in Helena, and she and Malin are getting along just fine there. She works for John Tester, the U.S. Senator, as a field representative, and so she does quite a bit of traveling. But Malin is doing real well in school.
Malin is going into grades 2.
She finished first grade, yes, and I asked her the highlight of her first grade, and she said taking AR tests. And AR stands for accelerated reading. So when you read a book, to get your points, you got to take a test,
comprehension test.
Yes,
yeah,
and pass it. And she
likes that.
She likes that. You know, Haley and Maggie were just superior readers.
Yes,
also, they
yes,
read
they
all
were.
the time, and they took those AR tests, and they
smashed them.
They smashed them.
Oh.
So Malin, she's kind of
neat.
following in their footsteps.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
And she's quite a singer.
Yeah. And she was up until midnight last night doing the karaoke.
Karaoke here at the Lake Lot.
She loves to sing, but she loves to dance even more, Malin.
Well,
so
now
she's in dance lessons in Helena.
She's going to end up in My Fair Lady.
Yeah.
Now, can we mention someone in Robin's life, or
well,
is that not appropriate?
Robin has a boyfriend. His name's John Malia, and they've been going out. They've been dating, whatever they do now, But they've had this special relationship for about 2 years. And John is also active in government, and he's the government or the governor's community development director. So right now John is in eastern Montana, helping or serving the governor with this massive fire that's taking place over there. And,
word.
Last I saw it had burned 550,000 acres.
Oh my word!
And it's not contained at all.
Oh,
yeah.
That's why he's not here.
Yeah. So anyway, but that's Robin, and then next is Michael, and Michael is just finished a 3-year residency in internal medicine at the Veterans Administration Hospital in Boise, and so he's signed a contract for 3 years to be an internist at St. Luke's Hospital in Boise. and
He's got a
but-
house and a dog. And
Yeah.
he sounds great.
yeah, and he's studying right now for his board certification, and that examination will take place in about 2 or 3 weeks. So he's been busy studying for that.
Yeah.
and he'll continue. So once he gets that out of the way, then he'll be set for a while to work, and so we're real proud of him
Yeah.
and real happy for him
He
that
has made it happen.
He's worked so hard
For a long time.
Yeah. He's all the kids are such hard workers.
Yep.
That's our
an
mindset.
an
Is
important-
if you're we say if you're a Madison, nothing comes easy. You gotta work
You
for
got to
what's
work hard.
important.
Yep, absolutely.
And,
That's a great,
Yeah.
great,
So they
great
work
asset
hard
our
and-
family brings. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Nate
And Nathan,
will
he's,
be here. He's not here yet, but he will be here.
I think Nathan is like 28 years old now. And
Oh, okay.
He just got a job as an environmental engineer in Tucson, and so he just started that 3 weeks ago, and so he's been working real hard, and so he'll get to come up here on Saturday and
Briefly.
Yeah.
It's just hard to start a new job and then say, hey, I need some time off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
he's doing great, and that's kind of where we're at.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you, Dave Madison, for your time.
You're welcome.
Lovely place to take this interview.
Yeah.
And look forward to talking to you next year.
All right. Hopefully, I'll be here.